Yes! Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here with one less tooth. But it is what it is. We'll talk about that later. But I'm back after a little hiatus. But I'm back with another video on this late Monday night, March the 31st, 2025. If you're on the replay crew, it is now April the 1st, 2025. That horrible day that people love to pull pranks. And it's stupid as it is. But we officially call it April 1st, 2025 here in the States. Thank you all for watching right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there inside of my pants, otherwise known as the screecher marks below, on this channel and on my other channels. Show your love and support. And leave a comment if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, please do that. But don't leave stupid comments. You get knocked out, sent to the shadow realm, and Satan will eat your soul. So please don't do that. But do everything else, but don't do that. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the face. Because you're SOL. You know what that means. And, that's that. If you don't know what it means, look it up, asshole. And, that's pretty much it. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, my friends, very first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. Grab that cold one. Put your feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. Smash that like button. Stick the thumb right up the wahoo. And then don't forget to smash that bell for more. And then tell your friends to subscribe to my channel as well. The more the merrier. But if not, keep it moving. Go do your own video on your half-dead channel. Doesn't bother me, I don't care. But we move on with that. So if you like it, great. You don't, get out of here. Simple as that. Alright, I'm back, like I said, off the weekend hiatus. So I had lots of things to do this week. Had to go to the dentist today because I lost a tooth. If you can see it, it's not great. The tooth I had, the cap came off, and I have to fix it. Eventually, I do have to fix it, so I'm gonna be not this week, but eventually, probably after Easter, I'm gonna go get the Roto-Rooter on my mouth. So, not fun. I know I'm gonna get people making fun and making memes and all that other shit. I don't really give two fucks about it. So I lost my front tooth, so I care less. But and no, Rosa didn't knock me out. I just lost it while eating something. So, but you know, eventually I have to go to the dentist, so I will be doing that in the near future, as long as my insurance covers it. Probably because I drink too much shit, but yeah. It is what it is, but I mean, I really don't care if I lost one of my front tooth, but eventually I'm gonna get it fixed when I have the time, and hopefully, like I said, you know, that's gonna be money that I don't know my insurance covers, and two, I need a root canal, which is a lot, very expensive. So I don't know if my insurance will cover it, but at least I'm trying to get at least some work done. Whether I get a new crown, not new crown per se, a new cap. I just wipe out my front teeth, get partials again. The partials I got some over here and here. So my whole mouth is just, you know, crap. But you know, I do brush every day. It's just, you know, just that the teeth are not great, you know. But in any case, make all the fun you want. I don't give a shit because you know, I still look good with one tooth, one broken tooth. I got all my teeth. The front teeth are probably gonna be gone soon. So, you know, getting old, I gotta, you know, eventually, you know, Gotta get the rotor-rooter done, and, God forbid I gotta get dentures. I don't need that shit, but if I get partials, it's fine, but, eventually the partials are gonna go, too. But I try to, clean my mouth every day, mouthwash and, rinse. I don't floss, and I don't believe in that shit. And it gets stuck in your teeth, too, and it fucks it up. So eventually, probably after Easter, I'm gonna, try to look for a dentist. Not my dentist. I'm gonna look for a dentist. And I don't like going to the dentist when they put that shit in your mouth to do the x-ray. I'm trying to find a place that just does, you just stand there and the thing goes right around you. So you don't have to get that gook, the junk in your mouth. You gotta hold it, and you're like, eh. They put it in a really bad place, you're like, bleh! And I got a gag reflux as it is. Not from that shit, but, well, that shit, but, but that's another story for another time. But in any case, yeah, I'm gonna get the rotor-rooter done, and eventually I'll have a good smile again. Hopefully, but, we'll see. Like I said, it depends on how much, my insurance will pay. I got a lot of dental insurance, but I don't know how much they're gonna give me and how much, what can they do? I mean, just going in, I can do that, but getting the root canal and then getting whatever else they gotta do is, I don't even know if it's gonna be covered. If not, oh well. Just get the root canal done and then maybe see what I can do with my front teeth, but if it's gonna cost like $5,000, I don't even think my insurance can cover that, so I'm fucked. I'm fucked, but still, get what I can get done. And if I can't get the partial or whatever I can get over here done, at least to make it temporary, like a temporary tooth or something like that, that'll be fine. And then I don't have to see the dentist forever. Fuck them. Oh, come back in 5 months. No. How about no? I got better things to do. I don't care if all my teeth fall out. I don't care. I'll still look good. If I had to talk like this, I can still do a show. You did that pretty good, Gilmore. I mean, Joseph. Oh, thank you, Mike. I didn't need to say I didn't need for you to come out, but, you came out anyway. No, I always like your impressions. You do a good one to me. I know. You know why? I know why. Why, Mike? Because you're awesome, like me. Well, not as awesome as you, but, we're pretty close. You're like peanut butter and jelly. Well, good comparison. Thank you. Wait, want to say goodbye? I gotta finish. I gotta start my show, and I gotta kind of finish up because I got other things to do. Okay, you have a good show, Mr. Joseph, because you kick ass like I do, because I'm awesome. Thank you, Mike. Now say goodbye. Bye! Okay. He comes early today. Wow. I came last night, too. I didn't want to know. Thank you. I didn't know. I didn't need to know that. Good old Mike Awesome. You gotta love the guy. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, eventually, my face will be much better. Pretty soon. Probably I'm hoping by the summertime, everything will be somewhat good with the mouth. And that's, pretty much it. But like I said, the tooth did fall out. I did not get hit by Rosa, so if you think that, you're dumb. I'm dumb. I did have a smackdown with her last night, if you know what I mean, but not that type of smackdown, What do you got? Fighting smackdown. I'm gonna, smack that, I laid that a pipe smackdown. What did you do last night? Dream of me. That's what your girlfriends did, too. But I digress. Moving on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's late. It is March the 31st, 2025, or is now the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. That horrible holiday where idiots become idiots. That's what I call it, April Fool's Day, because people become fools. You try to play pranks on people and it, fails. Every single time. But let's not worry about that because it's a meaningless holiday. I just call it Tuesday. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's get into it. Hope you had a great day, and if not, well, too bad. Alright, so let's get back to the videos. I got a couple of videos to do before I hit that bed today. Then tomorrow I'm gonna do a late NXT review going into the next NXT. So it's like a follow-up, basically, or a lead into NXT tomorrow night. So we'll do that. I did mention it a little bit on my community tab. Check it out. And that's that. We're not talking about TNA Ring of Honor. I did briefly mention it in my community tab. Both shows are pretty good. Lots of good stuff coming. Heading into Rebellion, which is like next month, not April, but coming up in May. Got lots of stuff with Moose defending his X Division title in Ultimate X. I'm wondering, I guess who? I don't know. But, yeah, Eddie Edwards and the System said, hey, kind of giving Moose like a tongue lashing after he lost to Oba! Who? Femi Dahuda! So, I was like, fuck you, Moose! And then the Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt, are going to defend the TNA Tag Team titles in Ultimate X for the first time ever against Ryan and Nick Nemeth, the Nemeth brothers. Dolph Ziggler and his stupid brother Ryan. And then there might be a title change. There could be. But I'm hoping not, but we'll see what happens at Rebellion. And we got that and a whole lot more as we lead into Rebellion. And that's that. As far as Ring of Honor goes, lots of things going on there. Supercard of Honor is now May the 2nd in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That should be fun. So it's not WrestleMania weekend anymore. It's pretty much the week after that, which I think is great. So it doesn't get bunched together with everything like GCW and TNA and Mania, NXT, Stunt and Deliver and all that shit. So it's going to be its own standalone pay-per-view, which I love. And it's in Jersey. Not at a big place in Jersey. It's at the Atlantic City Auditorium, I believe. So it's not a big place. It's a little dinky place. So it holds like 10,000 people. I don't think they can get 10,000 people for Supercard, but we'll see. But, we're leading to that. I think we're going to get Bandito versus Jericho 2, title versus mask. I think Bandito will win the belt back. I mean, what has Jericho got to prove? And we had that. We got the Owen Hart Cup coming up. We got lots of ladies actually joining. If you watch Collision, I'll be doing that some probably after this video. Kind of rehashing of Collision. Talk about that and Megan Bayne and Timeless Tony Storm and what's going on with FTR. Is not so good now in FTR. Dax is pissed. Cash got a Glock, trying to shoot his Dax this past week. And poor Edge is like, oh, no. And Edge is gonna face Claudio on Wednesday, and then I think it's Moxley and Marina Shafir against Willow Nightingale and Swerve. Got that, and then that's the go home show before Dynasty this Sunday night, which should be pretty decent. And then we're on the road So Double or Nothing in May. Before we got a Roadblock in Supercard of Honor, then we go to Double or Nothing on the same fucking night as NXT Battleground. I hate that. What are you gonna watch? I mean, both shows are gonna be epic, but I'm gonna watch Double or Nothing. So that's Memorial Day weekend. So, and then you got Saturday Night's Main Event the night before that, and I don't even think there'll be Collision that night. I know there will not be a Collision on night 1 of Mania. That'll be on Thursday night, April the 17th. So Thursday night Collision pretty much going head to head with TNA and Ring of Honor. So yeah, TNA and Ring of Honor's ratings won't be good. Who knows what Collision's gonna get? Speaking of ratings, SmackDown did a 1.35 this past Friday. Nothing great. And I read something about AEW's overall ratings. I know they got 662, I believe it was 662,000 views this past Wednesday for Dynamite. But with the people that watch it on Max, it went up to 1.2 million. So they're getting 1 million, about a little over 1 million views cumulatively with the Max viewers and the regular viewers that don't have Max. They're just watching on cable. I think it's, the numbers might lie. I don't know. But, so we'll see what happens with that. We got Dynamite Wednesday night, and we got NXT coming up later tomorrow night. Should be a good show. And that's that. Alright, let's talk about Monday Day Raw. And we're from Jolly Old England Love. The final show of this godforsaken European tour. That wasn't great. Everybody and their mom wants Raw and SmackDown to come back to the States. Well, we get that on Friday. So, thank the Lord for that. So, back in the States on Friday. I don't know where, but next Monday, they're going to be in Chad Gable's hometown. I think it's in Minnesota. So, that should be fun. But we're at the O2 Arena in jolly old London, England, love. We had tea and crumpets with the Queen. But our commentary team, as always, well, had a little bit of a twist. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and Bad News Reed Bennett. Not afraid, I got some bad news. For me. One tooth. Ha! Yeah, clip it. He's got one tooth. Make all the fucking videos you want about my fucking mouth and my fucking looks. I don't give a shit. Alright? I say by the end of the year, it'll be totally different. Whether I have teeth or not. But I still look good. Yeah, Peter, keep drinking the soda. Your mouth's gonna go, oh, God. I don't care. I don't even give a shit when I step into the dentist office. I'm not gonna give a shit what they say. Why is your mouth all like that? I don't give a shit. I just got a fear of dentists. I just don't like going to the dentist at all. Nobody does, but... When's the last time you went to a dentist? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I didn't have the... At the time, my insurance wouldn't have covered anything I would have got. Roto-Rooter or whatever. Now probably might get something. Like I said, I probably get covered for the cleaning. I don't know if I can get covered for partial teeth. I might have to get extracted. I might have to get the other tooth gone. I have one over here, and the other tooth here. That's probably going to be gone. Then I got to get what I have here, porcelain partials. So that's gonna take a while to get. And I'm gonna be at the, like, in and out of the dentist. Like, my dick is in and out of your mama. For the next few months. So, I gotta plan my other appointments around that, which sucks. And I gotta do it on a day off, and I'm gonna be in the dentist office for like 6 hours, who knows? By myself, most likely. I mean, maybe the missus will probably come with me a couple times, but, she's got other things to do, so. But I digress. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so this is the final show of the European tour, thank the Lord. And it wasn't a bad show, wasn't that bad. Still on the road to WrestleMania, we got about 2 weeks away. But the big one, which started the show, was John Cena! In another color shirt, why not? He comes out, gets us going, but as he's about to talk, we get Cody! MDKOD Cody, you bitch! The champ comes out, he starts to talking and nobody cares. But anyway, he's like, we've seen you talk, John, for 2 weeks now, so let me do the talking. So it's like, let's see what you can mock me about. Well, I got a lisp, so some S words don't come out right. Like, Stardust. And he's like, that's who's, you're going to be facing that at your final WrestleMania in the main event, Stardust? Let me see what else. Oh yeah, I have an arm tattoo on my neck, and I created my own wrestling company. Ooh, AEW reference. Not the only one. But anyway, Cody says, see, John, I know you would go with some of these things, but, I've been dealing with the idea that Superman is really dead. Well, he was dead years ago. Remember episode 500? If you still have that comic, God bless you. I do. Not in great condition, though, but I would sell it, but I probably would get, like, 2 cents for that shit, but whatever, I still have it. Somewhere. Blah, 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 blah. He says, the truth is that they used to ride together, and I know that you cared about the people, John. And then Cena finally responds saying, I'm not gonna go down to your level, Cody, but instead, I'm gonna bury you at WrestleMania. I hope he does. He's like, I'm always accused of burying talent, but the reality is, I am a talent. I am talent, but I bury mediocrity. And then he's like, I'm not gonna call you out for things like a list, because Cody, you're basically my chauffeur. Shit. And he's like, oh, you think you found the blueprints that you can run the kingdom? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, for years, you sat by me and learned from me, then you try to do it yourself. How'd that go? Now you rely on cheap gimmicks like having fans chant your name to get by, sing your stupid song, which I heard Cody is actually changing. No more downstate, thank the Lord. Get that fucking song out of here. Get something new. I know Cena's song has been... Cena's had that song for like almost 20 years. I thought he was going to go back to, basic Thugonomics. I guess not. But anyway, blah, blah. He's like, Cody, you're the Pied Piper. And you use cheap tricks to get people to follow you. And all we get is some big mixture of every TV show that you've ever watched from a kid who is still scared of public speaking at age 6. Damn. So, he calls Cody a Nepo baby. Another AEW reference. He says, who carries a title. Basically, you're a Nepo baby carrying that title. When when you had your gimmick tattooed on your neck, and he's like, you're nothing but a common fan who can go buy the Fanatics toy the replica toy title and the People's Champion, and be the People's Champion. Nice Rock reference. You're finally talking about The Rock now. So we get that. Cody finally comes back, says the people chose him, just like one man chose you, but we don't talk about him anymore. Vince reference. Ooh. And Cody's like, the reality is, John, that you have more dick in your promo than you have in your jorts. The bathroom humor, Cody. You gotta love it. And you hang out with Zac Efron and wish you were 16. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like it at all. I didn't give two fucks about it. I don't, you know. But it is what it is. Whatever. So Cody's like, yeah, I left for my own company, but you didn't even clean up your room before you went to Hollywood. Not that he made it in Hollywood anyway. He says, there's two of us in this ring right now, and, which one sold out to The Rock? Ooh. He says, John, you're still my hero, but you're still a piece of shit. Ooh, Cody. So funny, so great. But that's that. And then Cena gets on the mic, says, Cody, your mind is full of feces and not facts. And you sold out because no one is worthy of following you. Then basically like, after all these years, you know, I still find ways to make things great, including you. And he's like, I made empires for billionaires, and all you ever done was steal money from their kids. Oh! Shad Khan and Tony Khan reference. Ouch, Cena. Woo! Burn, baby, burn! So Cena goes to leave, and then Cody's like, hold on there, John. Not once have the fans ever told me that I can't wrestle. Well, you can't wrestle. So that, you know, that kind of pissed off Cena. Gets back in, they go face to face, and then Cena's like, and then he tries to leave, then he turns around, walks right into the crossroads. A little overselling by John, but, you know, because it looked like he died after that, you know. So, Cody tucks in his tie, points to the WrestleMania sign, and then that's it. So finally we get some physicality in this fucking boring as fuck feud. And it's gonna be the last time we see Cena until Mania. So we're not gonna see Cena next week on April 7th. We're not gonna see him on the 14th. I doubt we'll see him on SmackDown, even the night before SmackDown. Before night 1. We'll see him night 2, but we won't see him, you know, that SmackDown before Mania. So, unless we see him via satellite, this is probably the last Cena promo we get. But I'll say this, Cena buried Cody. I mean, Cody held his own. I'll give him credit, but Cena cooked him. Cena basically cooked him. Cody, you know, he had a couple of jabs, but, you know, nothing really connected. I mean, a few oohs with the Vince line. But, you know, Cena, you know, throwing jabs at AEW. Says, oh, you stole money from billionaires' kids, you know. I don't know if that was a Bucks reference too, but, you know. Whatever, dude. And we get that. Blah, 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 blah. And we move on. Alright, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Monday Night Raw. Alright, let's move on. Alright, we got a hype video for Mommy Rhea Ripley and my third amazingly hot Asian wife, and that's Io Sky. That's the main event for Monday Night Raw for the Raw Women's Championship with Bianca Belair as the referee. How's that gonna end? If you say one of them gonna win, I'm gonna kick your ass. Well, we get that. Alright, then we get to our first official matchup. We got the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. They come out and, well, they have a mystery team that they're gonna be facing. So Adam Pearce comes out and he announces the return of the New Catch Republic. That's Tyler Bate coming back from his injury. You know, Mr. Big Thighs himself. And Pete fucking Dunne, the Bruiserweight. That's a messed up tooth like I do. But he still kicks ass. Alright, so the New Catch Republic is back. That's good for the tag team division because not that many tag teams on Raw. Tyler Bate cut a lot of his hair off. Looked like Ilya Dragunov. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Kind of looked like he did when he made his debut years ago. But anyway, it was still a pretty good match. It's also with Pete fucking Dunne taking down Kofi easily. Tyler Bate comes in, hits a swanton. And then a pair of flippy yibbity-doos on the floor as we go to break, come back. Pete Dunne still in control. Actually, Pete Dunne is in trouble now, as always, during the break, the heels come back. Xavier Woods hits a running dropkick in the ropes. Ow. Kofi knocks Pete Dunne down again, misses a charge, which gets the hot tag to Tyler Bate, comes in with a suplex, sends Kofi out the corner. And then he does his patented airplane spin circa 1921. Then there's a German suplex rebound lariat combo for a near fall. Kofi comes away with SOS for a near fall. Pete Dunne gets back up with a kick to Kofi, but Tyler Bate's springboard is broken up, and then the New Day hit the Daybreaker, their new finisher, on Pete Dunne. I would have went with Tyler Bate to get the pin, but we'll go with that. Alright, so the New Day shockingly beat Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in under 9 minutes. Good match, 3 out of 5 stars. So there you go. But great to see Tyler Bate back with Pete fucking Dunne, and maybe to get a tag team title shot. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, so 3 out of 5 stars for that. And then after the match, I think it was Jackie Redmond meets them in the aisleway. Basically, Kofi and Xavier want a title shot against War Machine. So who should come out but War Machine? It says, "Come get it." So might get that at Mania. Then again, I think we will get it at Mania, and I think the New Day will become, I believe, 12 or 13 time champs. And, you know, if they become champs, who beats them, though? Not that many tag teams on Raw. Not many. We'll get that. Anyway, moving on. Alright, then, we go to the locker room. We have Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, the Yeet Men. They fire each other up for their matches with Walter. Jimmy's got Walter coming up next, and Jay's at Mania for the belt. And Jay tells his brother to be careful. A lot of people like noticing, like, ooh, Jay gave him a look that he's gonna turn heel. I doubt that. I mean, if that happens, we're gonna get Jimmy and Jay again. I know the first one at Mania, last year's Mania, sucked ass. If they do it at SummerSlam, I'm like, it's like that. I'm like, why? Even if it's for the world title. Assuming so Jay has it, which he will, but do I want to see Jimmy and Jay go at it one-on-one again? No. We get that. Alright, so we get that. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then we go to the match, non-title match, Jimmy versus Walter. I don't know how Jimmy survived this match. 8.5 minute match. Walter starts fast and furious with those wicked chops. Then they go to the floor, they get right back in. Jimmy sends Walter back outside for a flippy yibbity-doo. Then he goes, throws him back in, goes for the Superfly Splash. And Walter got his knees up. Jimmy then catches Walter on top for a superplex. Then he hits the Superfly Splash on the second attempt for a near fall. So we are hot and heavy early on. They go back outside again where Walter drops him on the apron. Ow! Which sets up a big-time lariato. As we go to break, we come back. Walter hits his patented big drop kick of his. Then he picks up Jimmy, who looked like he was out of it. Hits a powerbomb for a near fall as Walter picked him up to do more damage. Then he locks in a 1905 sleeper, and Jimmy went to sleep. And that's pretty much it. Kind of felt like Walter was going to win that one anyway, so there you go. Alright, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and then afterwards, it gets messy. Big old beatdown is on. Jey Uso comes out to save his brother. We go to break. We come right... I don't know why we went to break during a fight. Bad production by WWE. So after the break, we see Jey helping Jimmy out of the ring, but Walter runs back in, beats the crap out of both of them. Then he zip ties Jey to the rope. Or he couldn't get any handcuffs. Because, you know, zip ties are kind of easy to get if you're strong enough. Zing! You get them right, you know. You can break them up pretty easily. Or if you have, you have good hands. But, you know, if you're built, like, if you're on roids, you can break them easily. But Jey was in it, it's like, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker! You know? So, Walter beat the ever-loving shit out of Jimmy. And then he starts taunting Jey like, come on. Jey's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then, Walter grabs the belt, hits Jimmy in the head with the belt. And then we see, like, agents are around. I'm like, why didn't they help Jimmy up and out of the ring? On the other side of the ring. But eventually, you know, and then Walter's still mocking Jey. Jey's still yelling at Walter. Then we finally see Jimmy get up on the apron, and he is busted wide open. Blood, motherfuckers! Blood! Yes! So get Cursing and Blood on Netflix. Alright, so Jimmy's all busted wide open. Gunther takes the blood and he puts him in almost like a camel clutch. It's like this, and all the blood just pouring down Jimmy's face. And Jay's like, fucking back. And Jay's trying to pull Jimmy to him. And then Walter pulls him back with some elbows to the head, locks him back in a sleeper. All the blood's going all over Walter. It's just nasty. And he's like, help your brother! Come on, help your brother, Jey! And then finally more security and agents come in. Like, where were you the whole time? Taking a shit? They finally come in. Walter's like, alright, I'm done. I'm out of here. And then I think eventually Jey gets out of the zip tie. And hugs his basically dead brother. But, you know, this was great. You know, after last week's SmackDown where Jimmy slapped the ever-loving shit out of Walter, you knew something bad was going to happen to Jimmy. As revenge, and that's just what happened. Walter bloodies up Jimmy right in front of Jey. So now Jey is looking for some revenge next Monday night on Raw. And we'll see what happens with that. Now I'm actually interested in the feud. I am actually now invested. I'm interested. So we'll see what happens with that. But we move on. Alright, then we got a recap of SmackDown with the contract signing between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and our tribal chief. Put up your ones for the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. For Mania, we saw Punk sign the contract, and Paul Heyman's like, "You got your main event, your wish is granted, blah blah blah, you're a WrestleMania main eventer." And then Punk's like, "That's not the favor I asked you, Paul." And then we see Roman was like, "Oh fuck." So what is the favor? We got 2 weeks remaining. I guess we're gonna find out probably on night 1. At the end of night 1, we're gonna see if the wise man turns on Roman to side with Punk, or does he sign with Seth? I don't know if that'll work, but people are still saying that the favor is Punk's gonna somehow get into Cena versus Cody. Like if he wins, he gets the. Or we might get it before the during night 1, where Punk's like, it's like, oh, the favor is if I win, I get my title shot on night 2. Some shit like that. Maybe they say that to Scrum after night 1. I don't know. But so Paul owes him a big favor, and I think it's a title shot. I don't think the favor is him signing with him full time and like, hey, fuck Roman. I don't think Paul would do that. I just don't think he could. But you never know. Alright, move on from that. Where am I? I don't even know. Alright. Now I know where I am. Okay, got it back. Alright, after that, we go to the back. We have Fiend Balor. He's all ready to bring the Intercontinental title back to the Judgment Day, but doesn't seem pleased with Raquel Rodriguez for losing to Lyra Valkyria last week in the Women's Intercontinental title match. So Finn and most of the men him and Dom Dom leave. There's only him and Dom Dom. And then that leaves Carlito to stay behind, only to be thrown out by Liv and Raquel. Poor Carlito. Oy, oy, oy. That's not cool. Then there was talk about a new member. They brought up Pentagon, and it was like, oh, me and Dom are gonna take care of Braun Breaker and Pentagon, and then Finn's like, I'm gonna bring the title back to the club, and then he talks about Raquel's like, oh, maybe next time, Raquel, blah blah blah. They bring up the new member, and Finn's like, we don't need it. And Dom Dom's in the back like, this guy, Alright, so we get that. So I gave the segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the match. The tag team match, which went about 9 minutes. Not bad. Stupid ending, though. So we have Pentagon, Zero Miedo, and Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Dom Dom and Fiend Balor. So it's also with Pentagon getting knocked down, but Braun Breaker comes in, take over. Not much show. Then back to Pentagon for his slingshot drop kick into the corner on Fiend Balor, followed by a backbreaker to Dom Dom. And then Braun Breaker pulls the top rope down so Pentagon can hit his big running flippy yibbity-doo. As we go to break, we come right back. Pentagon hits a backstabber. Gets the tag to Braun, who comes in and cleans house. Looked like they were working as a well-oiled machine. But then we get near the end, we get a running clothesline, hits Fiend Balor, and a super sling blade takes out Dom Dom. And then Braun's all ready to kill Finn Balor with that sick spear of his. But oops, he is Pentagon by mistake. And then Finn Balor goes up top, hits the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Pentagon gets his first loss in WWE. Thank you, Braun. So, the Judgment Day beat Pentagon and Braun Breaker. Match wasn't great, but still 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then later on in the evening, Braun and Pentagon are arguing in the back. You know, Pentagon's like, "You stupid pendejo! What was that?" Braun's like, He's laughing up a storm. You won't be laughing after Mania, dude. When you lose that belt to somebody. Alright, so we get that. So 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Moving on. Alright. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Adam Pearce talking to Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. And, you know, he's still out with a medical issue. There's a broken cock. No, I'm kidding. But he says, "I'll be fine next week for a match in my hometown." So he tells Adam Pearce, "Give me a match." So Adam Pearce says, "You know what, Chad? Nothing is more important than your health. So next week, I'm gonna put El Grande Americano, the greatest luchador ever, in action instead." So Gable's like, "Fuck, that's my hometown." So he goes to leave, then he runs into Alpha Academy, Otis, Akira Tozawa, and the beautiful Maxine Dupree, who he calls clowns, and he calls Otis an idiot. I don't know about Maxine being a clown, but I digress. So he leaves, and then Maxine says that her and Natalya have been talking, and they want in the women's tag team title picture. Oh no. Maxine and Natalya? Let's just throw some random people together! Who's not on so much? I can't put Nikki Cross there, but... yeah, why not? Natalya's not doing anything lately. Let's throw another tag team with Maxine Dupree. Why not? Not doing anything anyway. I mean, Alexa Bliss ain't doing shit. She put up a tweet. She put up a meme with a... That was a meme or... I know it was a tweet saying, "Why?" Like a cryptic tweet saying, "Why?" Why what? Why haven't been used lately? I still think she's going to be in the Wyatt 6. I just don't know when. How they're going to use her. When the Wyatt 6 are going to reappear. I'm thinking it's going to be the SmackDown after Mania. I mean, it's not their fault that Bo Dallas got hurt, but I did not like the way they got the fucking shit beat out of them by what used to be the Final Testament. And Killer Cross's contract is ending pretty soon. You know what they're gonna do with that? Bye! Killer Cross is gonna go back to TNA, or... who knows, back to the Indies. I mean, it's like deja vu for him. Deja vu. They got rid of him the first time. He goes to the Indies. Did great there, because I met him at WrestlePro 3 years, almost 3 years ago. Met him. I met Scarlett a show before that. She looks so good. Oi. I had the picture too. She wanted me that night. I was like, you're with Cross. That's true, you know. As much as I go to Pound Town with her, forget it. I have to worry about Cross in the background looking on. Like, get out of here! Cross, I'll fucking break your leg. Okay, actually, he'll break more than my mouth, if you know what I mean. Shit. But anyway, yeah, Killer Cross and Scarlett are gonna be gone. I don't think they're gonna renew their contract. And if anything, they should go back to TNA. Because I don't think Tony Khan will do anything with them. I just think he'll use them. They'll probably be just used in Ring of Honor barely see him on TV, on Dynamite or Collision. If I was Cross and Scarlett, I would just, stay home, make some beautiful babies, and not even worry about going back to wrestling anymore. He's actually using his old theme, which is good. Not that stupid garbage theme that they gave him on the main roster. I liked his NXT theme. That was a banger. But what are you gonna do? So I can bet you nothing that Killer Cross gets released with Scarlett. If they keep Scarlett, that's stupid. I mean, bring him back down to NXT. Does that work? Maybe, maybe not. We could have Killer Cross face Oba before Oba goes to the main roster. Even though, if they just bring Cross and say, hey Cross, go down and you're gonna have a program with Oba for like a couple weeks to a month. You're gonna lose. You're gonna get a title shot, but you lose. You think Cross is gonna do that? Well, he needs the money, so maybe he will. Scarlett, you get thrown in the women's division, get beat up by Delta, Julia, or Stephanie Vercur. Or pretty much the entire division. Well, she gets to hang out with Shotzi. That's one a good thing, I guess. But I think overall, both of them are going to get released. And like I said, I think they're better off going back to TNA or just go back on the indie circuit. Stay in Vegas. They have a promotion in Vegas, which they did the Chris Bay the Chris Bay thing where Chris Bay came back and he was walking. It was such a special moment. The Chris Bay, not a reunion per se, but the tribute to Chris Bay or whatever it was called. But that was it was so epic. I was crying up a storm when Chris Bay came out and was gingerly walking to the ring. I think with CJ Perry. I don't know who that chick was. It looked like CJ. But anyway, he gets in the ring. He hugs Killer Cross. And I think Scarlett was there too. Everybody there was not a dry eye in the house. Or anybody was watching that. Ugh. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw that segment on Twitter. The whole thing. I started just tearing up. Because his injury was so bad, broke his neck. I didn't even think he'd be able to walk again, let alone wrestle again. And now he's back. He's back up. He showed up at the Chris Bay at his own thing. He's gingerly walking. Still got a long way to go. I don't know if he'll ever come back to wrestling. I hope he does. It'll be probably the biggest return of the century. For a guy that used to be multiple-time tag team champion with Ace Austin, part of the Bullet Club. I don't know if he's technically still part of the Bullet Club. He's just an amazing talent. I think he's 20-something years old. I think. I wish I had my other phone, but I don't. I think he's in his 20s, early 30s. But such an amazing talent. And it got cut off by, just a freak accident. A freaking broken neck. But, I even messaged him on Twitter. I said, dude, get better. I cried during the segment. I'm not going to be a pussy or anything, but, it's okay to cry at certain things in wrestling. It's okay to cry about things like that, but, when I heard Eddie Guerrero passed away, cried. didn't cry so much when Chris Benoit died, because I was actually on the air. Well, I was not on the air, but I did broadcast it on the air when I was doing was working for Brooklyn College Radio. When I was doing the Cyclones game, I was in the studio doing the updates and everything, and lo and behold, I was like looking on some wrestling news. I think it was on. No, it wasn't on Twitter at the time, because I didn't join Twitter until 2000 and something. I think I've been on Twitter for almost 12, 13 years now. I know my anniversary is coming up this year. I think it's 13 years. I could be wrong, but I think it was Facebook. I was like looking around, and then I saw Chris Benoit died. I'm like, wait, what? And I had to look it up, because you gotta look up things these days. And lo and behold, Chris Benoit died. So when I had a chance during the inning breaks, right? I played a PSA, and then I came back and says, before we get back to to Brooklyn Cyclones baseball, we have some breaking news. WWF/WWE wrestler Chris Benoit has passed away. More news later. That was it. And then when the game ended, I did like a post show. I stayed on the air for like a good hour. I think it was an hour and a half, talking about wrestling. I was talking about Chris Benoit passing away, how it happened, with the triple murder and everything. When he killed Daniel and Nancy. It was just a shocking day, and then I'm on the air, like 50 people call, like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, he died. And I was like, how? Like, I'm just trying to tell everybody, and everybody's listening, And then, I was talking about that, talking about other things in wrestling. I said, yeah, I can't go on forever. I gotta get out of here. So, they're kicking me out. No, I left after that. Like, after an hour, I left. I went home. This is around 2006, 2007-ish, I think. I think it was around, I think it was around 07. But, yeah, but it's okay to cry. Eddie Guerrero's death fucked me up. Daphne's death fucked me up. It's been, I think, going on 3-4 years now since Daphne died. Her birthday's coming up soon, too. She died in September, but I think her birthday is coming up pretty soon. That's not fun. Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk's anniversary of their death is coming up too. It's going to be about, I think, 2 or 3 years since they passed away. Bray Wyatt hit me hard too, because, we all love Bray. Terry's death hit me hard too. When Terry died, I was like, man, damn. It's okay to cry, Mr. Joseph. Oh, thank you, Terry. I know. But just remember, I was a hardcore legend in Japan. Japan, #1, forever and ever. Okay. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Terry, I miss you. Okay, Cactus, I will never miss you. But I miss you, Terry, and I want you to have these Doritos. Will you stop with the Doritos? They're very tasty. I know. But you don't want them. Leave them alone. Let's go. This is past his bedtime anyway. I'm sorry, Terry. It's okay. I'll kick your ass later. Oh, okay, Terry. Thank you. Anyway. Mike Awesome's death, upset me, Not so much New Jack, Jerome. What'd you say, motherfucker? I didn't say nothing. Go back to sleep. Snort that cocaine, motherfucker. Anyway. We had that. But, there's been a lot of wrestling deaths, and even, musical deaths that really shook me up. Even Lemmy. When Lemmy died, I think it was 2015, that shook me up, because, I didn't know at the time that his birthday was the same day as mine. So I share my birthday with Jesus Christ the Lord and a rock god. And yes, Ryan Seacrest, but we don't give a shit about that fucker. Nobody gives a shit about Ryan Seacrest. He can go fuck himself and get out of here. There's only... No. Christmas Eve is only for 3 men. Me, the Lord, and Lemmy. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me see. Okay, now I got Google lined up. Hopefully. You know, my computer still takes a dump every once in a while. I am hoping and praying by my birthday this year that I get a brand new desktop or a brand new laptop. I'm trying to save the money for it. Because this one has been pretty ancient and it's going to be extinct pretty soon, like Windows 10. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, let me look up Chris Bay. Not Chris Beck, Chris Bay. How old is this guy? Just turned 29. Last month he turned 29. February the 13th. Not bad. Former X Division champion. And tag team champion. But, man, he's 5'9", 29 years old. Paralyzed from the neck down. That happened a few months ago. Happened on October the 27th, 2024 on a taped, which was never shown, thank the Lord, on a taped edition of TNA Impact Wrestling in Detroit. No, not in Detroit. It was against the Hardy Boys, and then we saw him walk to the ring for the first time in months. I mean, October and November, December, January, February, March. It took him 5 months to barely walk again. It's gonna take him a little bit longer to get fully healed. You know, because, that type of neck injury is like a year or two. I think if he does come back, it might be coming back in a year or two. And then, you gotta have that worry that, if he breaks his neck again, he could be paralyzed for life. But he was paralyzed from the neck down and can still walk now. I think his wrestling career is pretty much over, but then you never know. We never say never. But only 29 years old. And, his real name is Daquan Johnson Bay, but we call him Chris Bay. Broken neck, suffered October 27th, 2024. He's from the Bay Area. Not that Bay Area in San Fran, or LA, or whatever area. But, I follow him on X, follow him on Instagram. He did like my tweet, which is good, so. Oh, yeah, tweet. Shut up. So what? Abaddon has liked my tweets. We all know Rosemary loves my tweets. Even the Outrunners who follow me now love my tweets. And Mick Foley, of all people, Mick Foley actually retweeted one of my tweets. Long time ago. I don't have the tweet anymore, which I wish I did, but I forget what it was about anyway, so. But yeah. Chris Bay, 29 years old. God bless that great man. I hope he comes back to wrestling. Not wrestling per se, maybe as a commentator. Commentator wouldn't be bad, because you don't get hurt that much. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, let's get back to Raw. Alright, so Maxine Dupri and Natalia looking to get a women's tag team title shot. Okay. Let me move on. Alright, then, like I said, Pentagon starts yelling at Braun Breaker for spearing him inadvertently. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, then we go back to the ring with the phenomenal AJ Styles. So he comes out and says, "Hey, Logan Paul, I heard you wanted to call me out to the ring. Well, I'm here. Where the fuck are you?" So Logan Paul comes out looking like a douchebag. And he mocks the fans for not liking him, saying they're on his time. As for you, AJ, I had to change of heart. You know, I'm a girl dad now. Oh boy, he procreated. Probably not his kid. He tricked that chick. And that chick ain't good looking either. Anyway. Kind of like, Bieber's chick. Ha! Boy. Hailey Bieber, you should, close your legs. Just saying. But anyway. Says, I'm a girl there now. I forgive you, AJ, for what you did to me at Madison Square Garden a couple weeks ago. So he says, AJ, you have a daughter too. AJ says, I have a daughter too, but I forgive you, Logan, for being the biggest douchebag to ever set foot in WWE. Ooh, right in the nuts. And he says, Logan, you can have all the money and the fame that you want, but people care about what you can do in the ring, which is, you know, he's a pretty good wrestler. I still wanted that showdown with him and Ricochet. Never got it. I don't think we did, but I don't even remember. Blah, blah, blah. So the fans start getting on Logan Paul for Prime being awful, and yeah, it tastes awful. It is garbage. And you thought Mountain Dew tastes like piss? Prime is ugh. I know people drink it. I know Issa's drank it before. I mean, that's her, but I tasted it before. Not great. I did taste the tropical one. That's not bad, but the other ones taste like shit. That's why I don't drink it. If I wanted to drink something like Prime, I would drink Monster or Rockstar. Or good old fashioned Pepsi. That rots your teeth. No, okay. But anyway, moving on. Some more insults continue with AJ kind of stumbling over his own line. You're letting your mouth write a check, your ass can't cash. And Logan's like, oh, yeah, I know, you'll get it out. Come on, you can get it out. Come on, AJ, stop botching the lines. Come on, AJ, you should know that line by now, dude. Come on. Anyway, so AJ seems all ready to fight. Logan Paul teases a match at WrestleMania. And then he calls the fans poor. And he starts mocking, like, oh, you're poor! You're poor! You're poor! Man, if I was in the ring and he said that to me, I'm like, you're a bitch! And so is your wife! Blah, blah, blah. Then he tries a kick to the ribs of AJ, and the fight starts. If you go outside, Logan Paul gets in a nut shot. AJ, you need to start wearing a cup, because you've been hitting the nuts so many times. Oh, the Nakamura feud. Oh, don't even get me started with that shit. How many fucking months did AJ get hit in the nuts during that whole entire feud? Which wasn't even a good feud either. They've had better in Japan, but they had a feud based on low blows. I think AJ beat Nakamura in the final match. I don't even know if it was over the U.S. title or what if it was over just regular, whatever. But anyway, so Logan hits AJ in the balls. What else is new? Sets up his new finisher called the Pulverizer. Very impressive there, Logan. Impressive. Skywalker. Very impressive. It's like a back suplex into a DDT. But what I would do, I would make that into a Gilmore cutter. I might steal it. I'm going to steal your move, Logan. Better be ready to pay up. But in any case, here's the pulverizer, leaves AJ laying down. But the feud is like, eh. But I think they'll put on a banger at Mania, but will anybody care after? Probably not. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we see the lassie bitch from Ireland, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. So happy with her title defense last week, beating Raquel Rodriguez. Now she wants to even the score with the woman she beat during the tournament. And that's Bayley. Give me a hug. So next week we got a rematch for the title. Is Bayley gonna win? Probably not. Probably not. I still think we might see Lyra Valkyria against the returning Becky Lynch. I think Becky would be coming back at Mania. Or maybe the Raw before Mania. But then again, maybe they could do something like SummerSlam when Becky came back and shockingly came back when Bianca Belair had the belt. And, Becky came back, beat Bianca in 5 seconds. They shouldn't do that to Lyra. I mean, that kind of cheapens the title, but... But if Becky comes back, and there's and her opponent, and we hear, ooh, Becky's back, and everybody's like, yeah, Becky, back! She goes to the ring, beats Lyra in 5 to 10 seconds. I'm like, give me 3 to 5 minutes at most. Give me a good match. I don't want to see no 5-second suckfest just for her to get the belt. And she becomes the Women's Intercontinental Champion. I'm like, Give me a 5 to 10 minute match. Not some just random match which is I beat her in 5 seconds. Cheapens the title. That's that. Alright, so we got Bayley and Lyra next week on the program for the Women's Intercontinental title. And that's that. Alright. Alright, then we see Finn Balor says, I want a tag team match. And he wants another Intercontinental title shot. So he's like, I'm gonna go ask Adam Pearce for another shot. So then Liv Morgan says, Dom, you shouldn't be, Dirty Dom, you shouldn't be happy with that. And I'm gonna go talk to Adam Pearce about that. Dirty Dom, you didn't lick my pussy enough. Come on, Dom. Stop being a little bitch. Hey, that's my son, you're a government bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie, but he's acting like one. But he's not a bitch. He's a great man like me. Don't ever say he's a bitch. Okay, I won't say he's a bitch. Can I say his chica is a bitch? Or you can say that, she's a bitch. Shit. Okay, Eddie, calm down. Also is a bitch, Angie. Oh yeah, she got around there, say. She opened her legs to me, and next thing you know, 9 months later, my son Dominic Guerrero popped out of her pussy. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Dom's my son, they say. I'm his papi. Okay, we know. Oh, Angie got around, man. She's a hooah. But I digress. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so, we'll see what happens with Finn and Dom and all the others in the Judgment Day. And that's it. Alright, then we go to a main event of Monday Night Raw for the Raw Women's Championship. Io versus Mami Rhea Ripley 2 Electric Boogaloo with Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays for her hair. That's actually her hair. It's Bianca Belair in a referee's get-up. Wasn't bad looking. Alright, so we get that. Big match intros by Alicia Taylor. Everything's okay. Then the match was pretty good. Really, not much of anything from Bianca. She did get, we got a toss Razor's Edge, sends Io flying for an air fall. And then Bianca accidentally gets jacked. Uh-oh. And then Rhea hits Riptide, but there's no ref. The fans count like up to 13. I'm surprised they can actually count there in London. I digress. Anyway, to get back in, Io kicks out after like a minute and a half. After she got hit with a riptide, she kicks out after a minute. And that leads to an argument between Mami and Io. You bitch! So then Mami, Rhea Ripley, hammers on Io in the ropes, and then gets wrestled down. So we have a big old get fight! Mami hits Bianca in the face. He's like, fuck you, Bianca. I don't need you as a ref. Fuck you. And then Io comes in off the top with an missile dropkick to Bianca. Oh, sucks to be you. Hits Bianca, and then Bianca gets up and is like, fuck this shit, I'm done! So, a double disqualification. No contest, basically. I called it. So, double DQ, you knew it was coming. So Io keeps the belt. Rhea Ripley is pissed. And then what we didn't see was after on WWE YouTube page, I think it was Kathy Kelly, talks to Rhea Ripley, and she is pissed off at Bianca Belair. And then Io did an interview saying, I thought, it's harder to keep the belt, but it's much harder, harder to win the belt, but harder to keep it. So we'll see what happens next Monday night on the program. Back in the States. That's that. So, even after the match with a big three-way brawl, Rhea hits Riptide on basically everybody. Super Riptide to Bianca. And then she holds up the Raw Women's Championship. So, the three-way is technically not official yet. Still Io and Bianca, but I'm thinking this Monday night next Monday night on Raw, Adam Pearce is like, you know what? Fuck it. Three-way dance for the title at Mania. And then probably Io will lose the belt. Probably to Bianca. I hate saying that. I hope not. But I want Io to hold it for a while. But not just for a month. A month plus. So like 65, 70 days. Not a great reign like she had in NXT, but I think this is her second or third reign as women's champ. And I think the first reign didn't last that long either. So I think Io was just a placeholder for probably Bianca, which sucks. And Mami still can't beat Io one-on-one. She is 3-0-1 now. So it's 2 times on Raw, or on the main roster. Lost once. That was at WrestleMania 30. No, not WrestleMania. That was that In Your House show a few years ago. So take that as 3. Actually, no, because that was like triple threat with Charlotte. I know the 2 times on the main roster. Once in NXT, I believe. And now this is really their 4th match, technically. And now it ends in a tie. So it's basically, they say 2-0-1, but it's really 3-0-1. But who's counting? And that's that. Alright, so that ends Monday Night Raw. And like I said, Raw is pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. So I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. We don't know what you guys thought of the show. In a comment down below. And we'll talk about it like Trick Winnie would say. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. I might do my Collision review in a little bit just to get it out of the way. And then we'll talk about NXT tomorrow afternoon. Sometime late tomorrow afternoon before we get to NXT, this week's edition of NXT. And, that's pretty much it. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, I'll still have a messed up mouth, but I still look good for you ladies. But, in any case, make all the fucking memes and pictures you want. I don't give a shit. I still look good. Way better than you, who hide behind computers. And, that's, pretty much it. That's it. I might have a bad tooth. I mean, yeah. Other people have bad teeth. They're still people. But they probably look way better than you. What you look like behind a computer. But I digress with that. You know, not everybody has the greatest mouth. I'm saying, you know. We don't all have perfect teeth. Nobody does. They're like, oh, I got all the stuff done. I have clean teeth. Yeah, but you use whitening and shit. You go to the dentist, get whitenings and cleanings every fucking week. Wasting your fucking time and money. But yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna get the grill fixed eventually. And hopefully by the summertime, by the end of the year, hopefully I'll get partial teeth. I'll get some type of shit done. I don't want to go, but you know, now I'm basically getting not forced to, but I have to go because I don't want to look like this, you know, forever. It's not an infected tooth; it's just fucked up. So, but I can still eat. I can eat a little bit on this side. I can eat mostly on this side now, but you know, I'm dreading going to the fucking dentist and get pretty much all this gone, or at least get the tooth fixed, hopefully, but I doubt I can. I'm probably gonna have it, like, all the rest of it just drilled. I'm gonna maybe just have, you know, I look like a hockey player get hit in the face with a puck. Or I look like Mark Briscoe. You know how Mark Briscoe has no front teeth and no bottom teeth all the years of him wrestling is crazy. But he can still kick ass, and he's still a human being. Whether he looks like that or not. But even if I have one missing tooth, we already have two. I have one here and one here, one on my back. So my wisdom teeth are all gone. I have one cracked tooth over here. That's probably gonna go too. Probably this whole line, except for my partial, is gonna be gone. You know, I've had gone to the dentist for the last few years. I just stopped like 3 years ago. I hate the dentist as it is. You know, and like I said, I hate getting that fucking x-ray, putting your finger in your mouth and making you hold it, I cannot. And then they have to do all that root in the mouth with the freaking cleaning tools and shit. It's hard to rest your tongue because if you have a gag reflex, it's really hard to rest your tongue. So sometimes they try to put like some spray looks like Novocaine to make your tongue numb. That don't work. You're still gonna puke. Puke. Like I'm still gonna puke, Doc. So let's see, maybe maybe before or after, probably after Easter, I'm gonna see maybe I can make an appointment with one of Rose's dentists. I think the place that she goes has the rotating. I want to go to that. I don't know if it's that one or I have to find one that has a rotating X-ray machine, so I don't get the shit put in my mouth, so I don't gag and puke all over the fucking the nurse or the dentist, him or herself. I have done that before, but, you know. And then they get mad at you, like, try to hold it in your mouth. I'm like, I got a gag reflex, you fucker. I'm like, come on, I gotta get this thing. I'm like, alright, it's like, alright, if I gag again, I'm out of here. I walked out. I was like, I'm out of here. Get me out of this fucking chair. I'm out of here. Go fuck yourself, I'm out of here. I never went back. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm out of here. I did that to my family dentist. I was like, I can't be here right now. Never went to see him again. He's gone. Ancient history. And then I called my freaking insurance to find me a dentist. I found one not that far away from me. I went to them, and then same fucking thing happened. I gagged, and then they told me I needed a root canal, and then I couldn't get it because my insurance didn't cover it. So I was like, well, fuck that. Never went to a dentist after that. And then I found another one, and they, near me and everything. The guy goes, oh my god, I've never seen this before. It was my mouth. My mouth was not great at the time, but now it's, getting better. But even though if I lost a tooth, but so make all the jokes and fucking pictures you want. I don't give a shit. Avatars, I don't care if you put my thing on your fucking boring as fuck live streams. I still look good. So I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. And I'm gonna enjoy myself. So that's that. So I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your day of fools tomorrow. I'm not gonna care because I'm not gonna be around. So I mean, yeah, I'll be around, but it's gonna be like later, like late in the day, like in the afternoon, because I'm gonna be I gotta work tomorrow. I got other things. I got some errands to run. I'm just gonna enjoy my Tuesday and not give a fuck about it. About stupid fucking day of people being fools. That's what it is. That's why they called it April Fool's Night, because people act like fools. They try to say, oh, I'm gonna leave YouTube! April Fools! Stupid shit. I mean, it's stupid. I don't really give two fucks about the day. I just go about my business. Whether I got work, or I'm at an event, or whatever. Not that I'm at an event on that day, but I got better things to do. I got better things to do instead of giving a fuck about some dumb fucking garbage holiday. It's not even a holiday. It should be abolished. Just call it April 1st and just move on. Alright, so April has officially begun. It's after midnight here in the Northeast. Well, way after midnight here in the Northeast. But in the West Coast, it's officially Tuesday. So But enjoy April. We have started. It is raining like it was raining like crazy here. We had some thunder boomers, but it should be moving out by the morning. It's gonna be a windy and colder day than today was. Today was like a little 65. So it's gonna be a little bit. This whole week is gonna be up and down, and I think next week is gonna be. It's gonna get up to 70. I think by the weekend, and then back down. It's gonna get really cold by next week. By next week, we're getting like 42 degrees and then back up to 50 on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. But mostly this whole week, except for tomorrow and Wednesday, is going to be raining. And I think Thursday is going to be raining. So, I know the Mets home opener is on Friday. They might get the game in on Friday, but Saturday and Sunday, I doubt it. And they got to start against the Blue Jays, and then I think they play the Marlins after that. They beat tonight. They didn't beat. They whooped them tonight, 10-4 in Miami. And that's good because surprisingly, Miami is in the. I think Miami's in the lead. Well, still, I think it still is. They were up by 1.5 over the Mets, so now it's a half game. So that's good. I know it's early, 4 games in, we're talking about the fucking standings. But yeah, Mets played great. Alonso hits a grand salami with extra Miami filthy stinky cheese. Marte hits a home run, so we had a Marte Partey. He hit one, Terrence hit one. And people still give him Terrence. Like, oh, he sucks. He's gonna be on the team till Alvarez comes back. Well, yeah, because he's gonna be the backup for when Alvarez comes back. They just gotta get that guy that we don't even know. Senga, whatever his name is. Not Senga, the Japanese guy, or the Korean guy. I think he pitches tomorrow. I don't even know who pitches tomorrow. I think it's him. Because Peterson pitched today. Not bad. Two runs over 6 innings. Not bad. Bullpen is great. Surprisingly, Brazaban is like a new... Like, who is this guy? He's like throwing lights out. Minter, he came in, did pretty good. Stanek did pretty good. Bullpen's been pretty good. I don't think they gave up a run yet. But, it's early. So, we got that. Nimmo hits a home run today. But, all in all, the Mets were on fire. Yeah, back at 500, 2-2. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow night in Miami. And, hopefully they come home with a good, 4-2. Or at least come home like 500, maybe 3-3. And then we'll see what they do against the Blue Jays on Friday. If they can get the games in this weekend and maybe early next week, because there is some rain next week, which sucks. And it's going to get cold. And then hopefully by next weekend, the week before Easter, it gets back up to about 70 degrees again. And then maybe it gets to 80 by the end of April. But like I said, April has always been a month that feels like Seattle. Rains every fucking day. It's annoying. But as we all know, April showers bring May flowers. So hopefully when we begin May, it'll be pretty damn nice. Maybe a little bit not too hot. Like, I'll go for an 85 in early mid-May. But as we go to Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial and official start of summer, maybe we get near 90. And then we got to worry about those hurricanes coming your way. Because April is the start. I believe it's the start of hurricane season. We don't really talk much about it in April. But as we get to May, June, really June, July, August, September, we talk about hurricane season. So I'm hoping we don't get a hurricane here in the Northeast, and especially down in Florida, the Florida area, because they got walloped by a few. Puerto Rico, East doesn't get hit by one in Puerto Rico. Anywhere really. I don't want to get hit hard by a hurricane, but even in Japan where they have those super cyclones and typhoons and just craziness. And still, my prayers go out to the people of Thailand and Myanmar. 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Thailand. Buildings coming down. I don't know. A lot of people, I think, passed away. But, the cleanup, they're still cleaning up in Thailand. I think in Myanmar. In Bangkok. So, not safe anywhere from natural disasters. There was a lot of tornadoes in the Midwest earlier, which were coming here. We were supposed to have some strong severe thunderstorms. Not much here. If they were strong, I would have lost power a few times, but not really much. I heard a few, we saw a little bit of lightning and some thunder boomers, but now it's just light rain. It's going to be pretty much finishing up in a little bit. But it is what it is, and that's that, so. But, yeah, this week is going to be shitty. Tomorrow's going to be 57, and I think Wednesday's going to be, like cold. Then goes up again, up and down, like my dick in your mom's ass. But that's the way the weather is sometimes. I wanted to just say steady. Not go up so much, not go down so much. Every fucking day, up, down, up, down. But, pretty much, I think after this weekend, it's going to go down a lot. Like I said, it's going to be 42 by beginning of next week. It feels like winter almost. Winter's gone! We're in the second week of spring. Come on now. I hope we don't have a very shitty summer, too. I don't care if it's hot. I just don't want hurricanes. I don't want, like, severe weather. I mean, God forbid we get tornadoes around my area. Not, I mean, there has been tornadoes in my area. Not my area per se, but in Brooklyn. I actually saw one when I used to work one time. Not, I wasn't there, but thankfully I wasn't there. Oh, but I'm not leaving here. Get me out of here! I feel like the Wizard of Oz. You know, we're all bunkered in the basement. We're in the back room of the basement of your local store. And next thing you know, we're like, hey, where are we?
Follow the yellow big crowd, follow the yellow big crowd. Oh, the munchkins are coming. We are beasting down Lonely Rocket.
Like, what the fuck are we doing here? How did we get here? Are we dead? Or was it just a dream? Dorothy, your teeth are finished. Where's Pink Floyd? You know, that ever popular, I don't know if it's a myth. It's actually true. If you watch The Wizard of Oz from beginning to end, and then put Dark Side of the Moon backwards. Oh no, I think it's frontwards or backwards. It's great. I tried it. It's like weird. By the time Eclipse comes on, like, this is the end of the movie. I mean, it starts it with Breathe, and then goes right into Time, which I think is like the beginnings of the movie, right when I think it's when Dorothy gets to Oz. I just don't understand it. It's just weird. You're like on the runs in it, and like, I'm like, where does that fit in the movie? Get all those great hits, like Us and Them. Has to be like, you know, all those great hits from Dark Money. I think Money is somewhere in you know, down the Yellow Brick Road. I mean, it's just weird. Like, how can freaking Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon coincide with the Wizard of Oz? Like I said, you play the frontwards and backwards. From Eclipse back to Breathe. Or Breathe through Eclipse. I'm like, huh? Where does Money fit in with, and Time fit in with this fucking movie? That's how weird Pink Floyd was back in the day. It's still a great band. Kick ass. But, you know. I wish we had more concept albums that go into movies. Yeah, we don't, really. Well, that's that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace. With one tooth.